Hey guys, ZenBurro here, and today I'm taking a look at Harold and Maude. Maude? Yeah, Maude. 1971 cult classic. It is one of those buddy films where these two people, they go on this trip or they experience life together. It's one of those films, one of the early examples, and it's about a young man named Harold who's rich and is obsessed with death. And he does it in very hilarious ways, which I enjoyed a lot. And he meets this 80-year-old free spirit named Maud, who is can't even say that she's a hippie because, well, she's kind of her own person, and I think that's one of the things that attracts Harold is that she's pretty much unbound by any sort of societal norm or cultural mores or anything like that. She just does what she feels like, such as stealing cars and even a police motorcycle, which I thought was kind of funny because she just does it in the most polite way and then pretty much runs away with it. So Harold goes on some adventures with her and they develop this relationship. And it's pretty interesting. It has some interesting philosophical tidbits if you're into that stuff about how to live your life and all that. And how absurd it can feel at times to try and create meaning for your life through gaining these positions of authority. Because to me, and you'll see this when you watch the film, or if you've watched it, you can look at the authority figures in this film, such as his psychiatrist, his mother. They're all obsessed with status and upholding the status quo. And Harold just, I think that's why Harold always tries to mess with death, because it's suffocating to realize that you have no choice in the matter about how to live your life. So when he gets set up with these younger women that his mom has called, he always sabotages it because, well, that's not what he wants. And Maud is sort of the counterpoint. She opens his eyes to the idea that he does have a choice. Like, he can choose how he wants to live. And I think that's kind of the point of the film in reality. But the film never really bludgeons that point on your head. It always has a scene and then it moves on to the next scene. So you're kind of left thinking about, like, well, shit, how do I live? And that's what I think this film, that's why I like this film. And if you haven't seen it yet, I would highly recommend it. Harold and Maude, 1971 film. Go check it out if you haven't seen it. And this has been ZenBurro, and I'll see you at the movies.